The y is what gets to change in the vertical. But the x must be 3. In the horizontal, the x gets to change, but the y must be the one that's constant. So in this case, we'll have y equals 4. And there's no need to use a point slope form when you have a vertical or horizontal line. It's easier than that. Okay. They do say graph it too. And we haven't talked about graphing it. Right now we're just talking about finding the equation. Graphing the lines, we could do that. X equals 3. Graph that line. Y equals 4. Graph that line. We'll do them both on the same axis. I mean, graphing these kind of lines, no trouble. Horizontal, vertical lines, they don't give us trouble. So there's other kind of lines that give us trouble. X equals 3. Just go over 1, 2, 3 and X. And you have a line that goes up and down vertically. All right, that's X equals 3. Y equals 4. You go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw a line that goes horizontal. But graphing one of these other lines, not so easy. If we want to graph 30, if we want to graph that line, what you do is you use the slope as directions on how to get to other points. I need a grid. Does the book have a grid I can just copy? No? Darn it. I need a grid. No grid? Really?
You can't open a page in that notebook with a grid? You can't open a page in the smartboard?
Oh, do a grid over here? Do they have a grid? Oh, there's a grid. Is this a grid? That's a chart table, huh? I want a grid. Alright, forget it. Alright, so here's my y-axis. Here's my x-axis. And in number 30, I have the point -8, 3. So I'll plot that point. -8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, sounds good. That's our point. And then what we do is we use the slope to give us directions on how to get to another point. In number 30, the slope was -1/2. They didn't write exactly like that. They put the negative like right in front of it. You know, the negative can happen anywhere. It can happen on the bottom, it can happen on the top. But that's directions. Having the slope tells you the rise over the run. The difference in the y's divided by the difference in the x's. It's going to be a fall if it's negative. And then the run, for us, will be always to the right. And we're going to make sure that it'll be positive. And we'll make the negative occur in the numerator. So when you tell me that the slope is -1/2, you're giving me directions on how I get from one point to the next on the line. I don't rise, I fall 1, and I run 2. So from that point, I fall 1 and I run is always to the right. And that's how I'm going to get another point. Down 1/2. Down 1/2. And that's enough. If I had a grid, I could be more exact. I'm sorry. Okay, I went down 1 and I went over 2. And then I did it again. Down 1/2. And that's how I got these other points here. That's what the slope is, directions on how to get from point to point. So you start with the point they gave you, and then you work from there. 46. All right, we have time. They give us a bunch of equations, and they say, find the slope and the y-intercept. And then sketch the line. So if it's already in slope-intercept form, that's nice. But the only ones that are already in slope-intercept form are these two. These are slope-intercept already.